Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Today in Vidus Cooks, we are going to learn a street food which is also an Indo-Chinese recipe and it's very famous in India. I'm not sure if you get it in China, but then it's a Chinese dish in most Indian restaurants. We are making gobi manchuri today. It's actually a starter which can also be turned into a gravy, but today we are going to make a crispy starter out of cauliflower, otherwise known as cauliflower Manchurian or gobi Manchurian. Let's see the ingredients. So I have divided the ingredients into three parts, the batter section and the common ingredients. These are the ingredients for the sauce. They might look very overwhelming, but overall the ingredients are pretty simple. Let's see the ingredients for binding. Rice flour, it's 1 tablespoon of rice flour. It's 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, maida or APS, and 2 tablespoons of corn flour. Instead of corn flour, you can use tapioca flour or potato flour, whatever you get. This is 1 tablespoon of shredded ginger and garlic. Combined together, it's 1 tablespoon. Quarter teaspoon of black pepper. Then we have some cauliflower which is cut into florets. This is about 350 grams of cauliflower that has been washed and cut into florets. 1 cube of stock. You can use veg or chicken stock for this and I am using veg today. Some sugar, salt to taste, and now let's move to the ingredients for the sauce. The first ingredient that I am showing you is white pepper. Some chili paste. If you don't have this, you can use Szechuan chutney as well if you have some. Food color, completely optional. If you are interested, you can add it, otherwise no. I am using frozen garlic chives. You can use spring onion or garlic chives. I feel garlic chives gives a better flavor. This is 2 shallots which are chopped finely. Finely chopped ginger and garlic, 1 tablespoon each. Some white vinegar, 1 teaspoon of soya sauce, 1 tablespoon of tomato ketchup, and 1 tablespoon of chili sauce. Apart from these ingredients, I'll be using some water to blanch the cauliflower and some oil. Since we have seen all the ingredients, let's start making it. The first step of making gobi manchuri is preparing the cauliflower. I'm going to wash my cauliflower thoroughly with hot water because I'm not going to blanch the cauliflower anymore. I want all the germs and dust from the cauliflower to be washed clearly. So I'm going to repeat this process twice or thrice until I'm happy with the result. I've drained as much water as possible from the florets. Now I'm going to quickly pop this into the microwave for 2 minutes on high. Since our cauliflower is in the microwave, we are going to make the coating mixture for the cauliflower. I am adding 1 tablespoon of rice flour, 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour or maida, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Into the flour mixture, I am going to add my pepper, some grated ginger and garlic. Now what I am doing is I am whisking this to mix in all of the ingredients without adding any water. You heard me right, we are not adding any water to this mixture. Since the ginger garlic is well incorporated with the flour, now I am going to add some seasoning. I am going to add some salt. I am adding little less than what is required for the coating mixture because I am going to add half of the bouillon cube. You can use either Maggi or Knorr. I have tried the recipe with both and they taste good. What we are trying to achieve is an umami flavor that comes from the MSG. If you can't find the stock cube, you can also use MSG in place of this. Looks like our cauliflower is ready. See, it has steamed quite well. What I'm doing next is I'm adding the cauliflower directly into the flour mixture that we prepared earlier. And again, I am not adding any extra water. It is just the florets of the cauliflower. The steam from this cauliflower will actually be the binding agent for the cauliflower and the flour. Most of the flour has been incorporated. Now for the remaining flour, you can actually use a spatula like this and give it a stir. What we are trying to do is not to break any of the cauliflower florets, yet to coat every nook and corner of the cauliflower with the spiced flour mix. If you feel that you have some dry parts of the flour which is not incorporated completely by the cauliflower, you can sprinkle very little water and mix it again. What I am doing is adding just a few drops of water here and there and mixing the cauliflower. I'm going to do so until all of the flour is completely coated to the cauliflower florets. As you can see, the flour has coated all of my florets. It's okay if these stalks are exposed because these stalks are currently very crunchy. So when we fry them, they're going to cook perfectly. If there's a flour coating completely on these stalks, they might be half cooked or even raw sometimes. I'm taking some sunflower oil for deep frying. I've taken about 1 centimeter deep oil. Now I'm going to wait until the oil heats and we can start frying. I've been heating this oil on medium high. It's nice and hot. Now I'm going to drop in the cauliflower florets one by one. Make sure the oil is not on too low temperature because you still want to retain the crunchiness of the cauliflower. Otherwise it's going to be cooked thoroughly and it's going to be soft inside. So the key to frying this cauliflower is not to overcrowd the pan. And once it's nice and golden brown, we are going to drain the cauliflowers and take them out of the oil. So I'm going to turn off the flame, remove the oil, and I'm going to use the same wok to make the Manchurian sauce. So I have fried all of my cauliflower florets. How do we know if these are crispy enough or not? I have a small test. Can you hear the sound also? Can you hear the crunch? Now we are going to start and make the sauce. In the same bowl in which we mix the florets with the coating mix, there is some of the flour. So I'm going to add little water, about that much, and I'm going to mix everything up to form a slurry. I'm going to add in some oil and I'm going to just spread the oil across the pan. Since our oil is hot, I'm starting with adding 2 of the shallots that I chopped and kept. You can use onions as well, but then make sure that you slice them very thin. I don't want the shallots to be cooked very well. I just want them to sweat a little, and now immediately I'm going to add in my chopped ginger and garlic. Once you have added the ginger and garlic, make sure that you keep stirring them continuously because it's very finely chopped and you don't want the ginger to be burnt. Things are going to get fast and furious from now. Let's start with increasing the flame. To this, I'm going to start by adding my tomato ketchup, followed by my green chili sauce, my dark soy sauce. I'm going to give it a quick stir. To this, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of water. Make sure that you don't add too much water, otherwise your gobi manchurian is going to get soggy. I'm starting with white pepper powder, about this much salt, the stock cube that I had crushed and kept. I used half of it in the coating and the other half I'm using it now. And mix it well. At this point, I am adding a pinch of red food color. This is completely optional. Now, I am adding the chili paste. You can use Szechuan chutney here. To this, I am going to add our slurry that we made ahead and kept. I am going to stir it once because the contour usually tends to settle at the bottom. Stir the slurry in well. Wait for the slurry to cook. It takes around 10 seconds to cook the slurry. When our sauce is in this consistency, I'm going to add in our cauliflower florets. And I'm going to quickly toss them through the sauce because I want the sauce to coat every floret. This doesn't look like much sauce, but as you go on tossing, it's going to coat all the florets. Can you hear how crunchy the florets are? Another reason to choose a big wok is because you'll have to toss the florets well. Last but not the least, I'm going to add a touch of sugar. The vinegar. And toss it really quick. The vinegar is going to evaporate very fast. And then the chives. Instead of garlic chives, you can also use spring onion. So our gobi manchuri is ready. It looks very delicious and scrumptious. I'm going to quickly taste this and tell you how it turned out. Gobi manchurian tastes best with some ketchup on the side. It's wonderful. It reminds me of the street side stalls of India. It's very delicious and smoky because of the flame. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please do try how to make gobi manchurian and let me know how it turned out for you. Make sure you subscribe, like and comment.